Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Heather Salter-Purves, your sapphic, fantasy and folklore author, recovering from a head cold. So with the festive season out of the way, I thought I would show you some of the very generous gifts I was given by loved ones that are going to push into heavy use in the year to come in terms of my reading and writing journey and goals. They are author related stuff and mainly books. So I'll split them into those two categories, starting author related things. First thing is spending a lot of time editing and writing at my desk. Before wife got me this Stanley cup that is a Nightmare Before Christmas design. Very cool. It's big, which is what I like. So I can fill it up and make sure I keep my fluids up with water while I think. And because it's insulated in Australia, I can have cold water for longer and get all my writing done. I was then gifted some pens. Always helpful for authors to have pens. I like these ones. They are the Bic Intensity fine line, but they're kind of like felt tippy topped, but colourful and fun. And then I have two diaries to plan. So this one is a monthly planner, so it just has month by month, so I can do them at a glance. And then a lovely diary, which also has a month page in it, in the beginning and events, and then just a date of the page, so I can write out my plan in terms of what I need to do and any notes moving forward. So we'll be pushing that into use. I also like that it has a cute little two ribbons. And I then got given an event bag. So it has all my lots of pockets. It has a side pocket, two front pockets, and a back pocket. So it can also go over a trundle case, which will be helpful the second half of the year, because I am actually doing an interstate event. Very exciting. Keep an eye out on the channel for what's to come. And then some relaxation and sort of office decor. My in-laws got me a cute little Lego mini blocks typewriter. So I've joked that when I made it big and got a publishing deal, I was going to buy myself a typewriter. And they're like, wait for Christmas. I signed with Bushland Castle Productions for Shadows Beyond the Gates, which is releasing September this year. And they bought me a build kit for a typewriter. So I'm going to build it and then it will sit on my shelves. So I might also do that while I am listening to an audiobook for my 26 and 26. So just a decompress session. This isn't actually Christmas related, but it is my first author gift. So like a reader gave it to me, and I was so chuffed, privileged, given I've just taken up crochet. It's handmade, so I understand how much time went into it. And that is this beautiful frog. It's a camo frog with an epic ribbon on it, all crocheted, handmade. So this is from the Mad Hooker, who is Michelle. She is an amazing, super supportive reader in the Perth area and comes to so many different events and highlights indie authors, and is a complete powerhouse. So I had the privilege of meeting her half a dozen times, but she gave this to me at the last event I did for 2025, and I've been so chuffed and so privileged that she thought about me. So they are going to be put on my shelves, pride in place, and it has a little pocket for a treasure. So I have put in a Finding Alara coin that I was given as a guest on a podcast. So the next part of it is books that I'm reading. I was gifted Iron and Ember, like the sprayed edition hardback, which is book 1 in the Ashes of Thasmia series, which follows on the sister of Blood and Steel in the Legends of Thasmia. So I have to get through that series first, then move on to this one. So this was traditionally published by Bramble, Helen Shearer. So that's that one. I'm really interested in it because I loved the first book in that series. My mother-in-law saw me eyeing it up and grabbed it for me. I then have Eternal Ruin. I got the notification that it is coming. It's the deluxe edition, so it is the second book in the Oxley series by Tigger Grimace. So dark academia, vampires, rage, beautiful. It is on, the first book is on my 26 and 26 reading list. So this is the cover here. It is on its way to me and should be arriving sort of Monday. And then the rest of them, I was given book vouchers because a bunch of people said that they wanted to get me books but weren't sure what I did have or what I was aiming to read, because they have heard me talk about how I want to start pivoting into darker, scarier, dark, groomy, blooming, sapphic books. So I wanted to put my shift into that realm, but didn't know which books I would want. So asked me to pick up myself a book. So that's what I've done with the rest of these. The first one is Francesca May's new release, and that's This Vicious Hunger, a queer fairy tale of toxic romance that echoes with longing. I did read the debut by Francesca May, which was a Wild and Wicked Things, and that one was a sapphic, witchy Gatsby retelling, and that was really good. I loved the writing style, so eager to get into this one about toxic romance, queerness, possibly vampires, not 100% sure. I've been eyeing up this next one for quite a long time, so I decided to take the leap and pick it up and that one is Bonesmith by Nikki Pala-Pearl. So we've got In the Dominions of Dead Linger. So Bonesmith, Ren. A lot of people called Ren. Is becoming a Valkyrie, so a ghost hunting warrior. And the noble House of Bones. So I love necromancy, death magic, blood magic, sort of spooky ooky things. So really interested in looking at that, which is why I picked that up. And I think if I really enjoy it, I will go on to the second book. I believe it's just a duology, which is Ghost Smith. So this one is a couple of years old, but better late than never. I then, bullied by beautiful wife Leanne, to pick myself up the sprayed edition of this book, because I was umming and ahhing because I don't own sprayed edition or hardbacks by this author, but it is one of those books that changed how I deal with queerness, dragons, and epic fantasy. And that is Samantha Shannon's Among the Burning Flowers. So it's the latest release in the Priory of the Orange Tree, or the Roots of Chaos series, which started with the Priory of the Orange Tree. It's also considerably smaller, but look at those beautiful pages. So just the newest addition to that, but also smaller. But before I was like, you love the book, you love the series, and how it changed your fundamentals, so it's okay to treat yourself with Christmas money to a pretty edition of it. So finally I picked up 7 Deadly Thorns by Amber Hamilton. And it was just the byline that says, I am the darkness, my magic destroys. So she's hidden shadow magic from the world and discovers certain death. When the queen finds out the secret, she is sent as a royal assassin to kill her. Omniaring, it's a devastating enemies to lovers romantasy. So it is straight, and that's fine, but also just loved this cover. Enemies to lovers, shadow magic. Tick. They are all the books and creative author related items I was gifted in supporting the movement and rebranding in 2026 of my sapphic, fancy and folklore career. I will be doing videos once a week, look forward, and also once a month I will be doing a productivity live stream, so look forward to those. Hit that red subscribe button. If you would like more in-depth information about what is happening behind the scenes, my thoughts on any of these books specifically, join my newsletter. It is listed down below. If you would like me to go in more depth in terms of my author goals for this year, let me know. I already have my list of 26 books I want to read in 2026, but I do have more reading goals, so let me know if you would like that video in depth, or my authoring goals for this year, where I do talk a bit about the numbers, and also if you would like to know how I am going to be looking and using metrics to see if I am moving forward in a way I would like in my authoring career this year, let me know about that video idea down below. But until next time, let's let love bloom in the dark, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye!